The recommended garbage types that should be separated are non-recyclable plastics and plastics mixed with non-plastic garbage, as well as rags and recyclable materials such as glass, aluminium cans, paper, cardboard and metals. Hazardous wastes such as light bulbs and batteries should also be separated out for disposal ashore. The ship's garbage management plan should detail the specific ship's equipment, arrangements and procedures for the handling of garbage. However, distinctly marked garbage receptacles placed in appropriate places throughout the ship will make garbage collection and subsequent sorting for collection much easier. Receptacles on board can be in the form of drums, metal bins, cans, container bags, or wheelie bins. All garbage receptacles should be secured with lids to prevent loss or spillage of any garbage and to improve hygiene. Compaction is another option to reduce the volume needed for storage. It is particularly suitable for metal, food and drinks containers, and glass, since these require very little handling before compaction, and there is a considerable reduction in storage space when compacted. And of course, many of these materials can be recycled. An alternative for some wastes is to incinerate them. This will still leave us with ash, which needs to be disposed of to a shore reception facility, but cuts down on the volume of garbage that we need to store. In general, shipboard incineration should not be used when the ship is in port or at an offshore terminal. Some ports have domestic laws that specify additional air emission restrictions, particularly those near high population areas. Incineration reduces the volume of items like paper and cardboard packing by over 95%, but does little to reduce the volume of glass or metal containers. Incinerating glass will result in a rock-hard slag, which is hard to remove from the refractory lining. One way to avoid the problems of storing and disposing of garbage is to avoid taking it on board in the first place. This is mainly the responsibility of those who order supplies for the ship, but here are a few things that can be considered. 1. Use supplies that come in bulk packaging, taking into account adequate shelf life once a container is open. 2. Use supplies that come in reusable or recyclable packaging and containers. 3. Avoid the use of disposable cups, utensils, dishes, towels and rags. 4. Avoid supplies that are packaged in plastic, unless it is a recyclable plastic. Garbage that can't be discharged into the sea must be taken to a port reception facility. The key to success in the garbage collection, processing, storage and discharge process is minimization. Reducing potential garbage coming on board will cut down storage space and cut costs when it comes to discharge in the port or terminal. Containers holding food waste and other garbage that may carry disease or pests should be kept tightly closed, and all storage bins should be securely fixed so they can't move around. Garbage storage areas should be regularly cleaned and disinfected. Processing the garbage that's been collected will reduce its volume and make it easier to discharge in port. Processing is done by compaction or incineration.